Hello, Taronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers as well as broadcaster of astrology. I'm here to bring you your Thursday, Friday, Saturday astrology for the week of November 14th, 2021. Now, first of all, I'd like to say thank you for those of you who purchased and will be reviewing my newest psychological thriller, Deadliest Intuition. I really appreciate all the birthday support you guys came out and brought me, all of the people who purchased autographed copies and all of the people who purchased paperbacks and ebooks. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Now, I'm going to let you know, because I know your time is valuable. I'm going to let you know what your challenges are going to be this week, your opportunities, and your assistance. But before I get into that, I want to make sure that you guys know on Thursday on Cool Conversations with LaShira Lee, there will be an interview with actor, comedian, Kiana Dancy at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday. So check out Cool Conversations with LaShira Lee on Facebook. In addition to that, on Friday, you can check out Freestyle Friday with the Facebook group ICU Reading and Chatting. Every Friday, if you want to participate as an artist, you can contact Ebony Evans. She's the president of ICU Reading and Chatting Book Club on Facebook. If you haven't checked out LaToya Chandler yet, you definitely should. She is Mental Chatter Musings Spotlight of the Month. You can check out one of her novels, or you can go on over to Treasures and Spoils and check out her candle lines. Her products are exemplary. I'm actually a consumer of hers, so I can attest to that. You will not be disappointed if you purchase her products. If you're looking for a Christmas stocking stuffer, check out A Perfectly Fine Christmas by LaJill Hunt. The novel is out everywhere books are sold. Make sure you read and review. It is the bookish thing to do. Let's get into your astrology. Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign people. Taronic here with the Thursday, Friday astrology for your week of November 14th, 2021. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. It lets me know you appreciate the content that I am putting out. Okay, so let's talk about what you're going through, okay? On Thursday, November the 18th, the sun is in Scorpio at 26 degrees. This is an angle that favors education, pursuits, and justice, or even law. So an angle that favors education and pursuits in justice or law. Here is where knowledge is power, okay? And this is your area of shared finances, endings, new beginnings, and things you're passionate about. Learn as much as you can about things you're passionate about so you can create the endings and new beginnings you want to create, and so that you can garner shared finances, because you can do just that on this day if you have placements in Scorpio between 23 and 29 degrees. Now, Mercury in Scorpio at 20 degrees will trine Neptune in Pisces. So a blessing comes in under the guise of communication. Dreams, illusions, delusions, even inspiration can come into play here, but you have to put in the work. Now, you're going to have this spark of inspiration in your area of endings, healing, closure, spirituality. It could bring you in closure or healing because of this spark of inspiration. Maybe you get a download from the spiritual realm. The ancestors usually like to talk to you with numbers. When you see those angel numbers, you're supposed to look those up because those will give you messages. Okay. Now, this is all about secret sacrifice and solitude as well. This might be something that you garner secretly, something that you have to work on in your solitude. But either way, this spark of inspiration is going to help you through a challenge you've been having that was communicated to you, maybe even as far as shared finances, endings, new beginnings, and things you're passionate about. Maybe communication comes in and it gives you that spark of inspiration that helps you through the challenges in those areas. But do know, if you have placements in Scorpio or Pisces between 17 and 23 degrees, something is coming in as far as shared finances, endings, new beginnings, and things that you're passionate about. That's going to bless you. Now, the moon in Taurus will directly oppose Scorpio at 20 degrees. If you have placements between 17 and 23 degrees of Taurus or Scorpio, this is aspecting you with some sort of, I'd say, money or resources coming in your way. It's opposing, but okay, the thing is this is about money and resources, but it's directly opposing your shared finances, endings, and new beginnings, sex and intimacy, even things you're passionate about. Don't get caught up, and you have to watch out for ill-intentioned people around you who mean to diminish your worth or your resources in some way, or even cheat you out of some type of money. Make sure it's not you working against yourself as well. Okay, if you have those placements, you really want to watch out. Watch out for those ill-intentioned people, dealing with things you're passionate about, dealing with your money and resources on that day on Thursday. Remember, Taurus and Scorpio between 17 and 23 degrees. Now on Friday, the sun is at, this is on the 19th. The sun is at 27 degrees of Scorpio. So if you have placements, I would say between 24 and 29 degrees of Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, or Taurus, you really want to watch out for this, because this is an angle of misfortune, whether it's from violence, theft, or loss. Be mindful of your belongings around you. Be mindful of who is around you. This is about shared finances for you. You might have somebody you might get into a fight over shared finances. You might have somebody trying to take shared finances from you. You might get into it with somebody about things that you're passionate about, and it could hamper the endings and new beginnings you want to create. Now with squares, this area squares your area of romance, creative endeavors, and children. So you might get into a fight with a romantic partner. You might get cheated within a creative endeavor. You might get into a fight with a child. A child might you might have somebody around you stealing from you. A child might be taking your money. A romantic partner might be dipping into the finances and not telling you. Okay, you might suffer some type of loss as it pertains to romance, creative endeavors, and children. In addition to that, you have your other area that is squares of friends, goals, and social groups. You could have a friend around you that's trying to start a fight, a friend around you that's stealing from you. You might be out having fun and you might lose something. Okay, when you're with friends. Now you might find it as far as the friend sector, because you have Jupiter. Jupiter is there at 23 degrees. So it's right in the midst of that. So I think everything would be okay in that area. You might lose something and then actually find it. But it directly aspects money and resources as well. And it will be shocking to find out my doggone son or daughter's been stealing from me, or my romantic partner's been dipping into the money, or he took that $5 off the dresser and, or whatever. But be mindful of that. For some people on a lower scale, it might not be that heavy. Like if you have placements and at 23 degrees or 10 degrees, it might be something like $5 or $10. But if you right at that 27 degree, it might be your whole check. You know what I'm saying? It just depends. Check to see if you have placements between 24 and 29 degrees of Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, or Taurus, because that's aspecting you if so. Now, around 1 p.m. on Friday, the moon at 1 degree, Gemini, will couple with the North Node at 1 degree. So this is about your community, your neighbors, your siblings, short distance travel, your networks of people, communication. That's what this is about for you. Okay. And this is at 1 degree. So this is what you're going to be thinking about. You're going to be thinking about forging to your highest aspirations through communication, through siblings, through your networks of people. How can you use your networks of people to forge toward your highest aspirations? Maybe even moving. If you're trying to move to a new neighborhood, this is what you're going to be thinking about. And this is a chance for you to forge to your highest aspirations if you have placements in Gemini, Capricorn, or Sagittarius between 0 and 3 degrees. But you're going to have to be devoted to long distance travel. So it might cost for you to travel. You're going to have to be devoted to your education and skills. You're going to have to be devoted to what it is you think and preach. You're going to have to be devoted to your morals, devoted to your higher learning, devoted to your spirituality in this area if you intend to overcome any challenges. And you have an opportunity to partner with someone. There's a semi-sextile there where you could partner with someone in career if you have those placements in Capricorn between 0 and 3 degrees, so that it can help you forge toward your highest aspirations. So just be mindful of that and be looking for that around 1 o'clock on Friday. Now, Venus and Capricorn at 12 degrees will trine Uranus and Taurus at 12 degrees as well. So a shocking blessing can show up under the guise of romance, finances, and pleasure. If you have placements between 9 and 15 degrees of Capricorn or Taurus, for you, this is about money and resources, as well as career. So money you're trying to make in career. If you have placements between 9 and 15 degrees of Capricorn or Taurus, artistic recognition can show up for you. Also, let's hope this blessing doesn't cause any friction between you and a partner, you know, because you want to be a lover, not a fighter. Let's move along to the next Friday transit. Lilith in Gemini is going to make a fated aspect to Mars and Scorpio at 13 degrees. If you have placements between 10 and 16 degrees of Gemini or Scorpio, your instincts can get you into trouble. And this could be your instincts as far as communicating with people, telling people what you shouldn't tell them, whether it's a sibling, your instincts with a sibling, your instincts with a neighbor, your instincts with a colleague or someone in your networks of people. And that's normal because most people are like that. That house talks about sales too, actually. But anyway, you know, sometimes you have that instinct, oh, I want to tell my sister or my brother what happened, blah, blah, blah. No, don't do it. Okay, you want to watch your instincts within that area. If you have placements between 10 and 16 degrees, you want to keep your lips sealed. It's aspecting challenges to your shared finances. It's aspecting challenges to what you think, your passions, what you're passionate about. It's aspecting challenges to endings and new beginnings you're trying to create. It's aspecting challenges to your passions. Okay, as it pertains to that area of siblings and your networks of people and your neighbors. Okay. Focus on where you can gain the most as opposed to wasting energy where rewards won't be had as well. Don't let anybody waste your time. This is where you want to be mindful of being taken advantage of by a sibling, a neighbor, or someone in your networks of people, somebody during travel. Somebody might even be causing you to travel and wasting your time and taking advantage of you. Drive over here. Oh, I need you to take me over there. Oh, take me over there. Now listen, I got stuff to do. Okay? You gotta just don't let anybody take advantage of you. I have to be mindful of that this is my business and I'm doing the horoscopes. Sometimes I get, you know, talking to you guys too personally and I trip out a little bit. My bad. If you have placements between 10 and 16 degrees, be mindful of that. Now on Friday, the full moon partial lunar eclipse is at 27 degrees Taurus. If you have placements between 24 and 29 degrees of any of the signs I name, this is going to direct you. This is going to aspect you directly. All of us are going to feel this full moon lunar eclipse because it's an eclipse. I mean, come on. In addition to that, it's promising all of us that we're losing something. We're giving up something because it's a lunar eclipse. It's not a solar eclipse. So this is taking something away for you as it pertains to your money and your resources. Practice makes and your worth. You know, it's about worth too, and longevity. Practice makes perfect here. If you don't want to suffer losses, okay, skills must be honed and assistance must be appreciated. If somebody helps you, let them know you appreciate their help, you know, or they won't help you anymore because this is that angle where you can lose that. Okay, now let's look at where the blessings, opportunities, and challenges can show up as it pertains to your money and your resources and your worth and longevity. Now, the areas that square this area are friends, goals, and social groups. So you're losing something in that area. Maybe a money goal is not going to happen. You know, maybe maybe you lose one of your friends. Hopefully you're not arguing over money or resources or your worth, or you don't find out a friend is diminishing your worth and you decide to kick them to the curb, because if they are, that's exactly what you should do. But anyway, Jupiter's there. So it's right around there. So I think everything will be okay. But you also have your area of romance, play, and affection and self-expression, and children. So you literally could have a child taking your money, a romantic partner taking your money, or somebody within a creative endeavor taking your money or cheating you out of some money or something like that, because it squares that area. So you're losing something. Something is going away in that area that pertains to your money or your resources, as far as romance, creative endeavors, and children and play. You want to watch out when you're hanging out too, because you might lose some money. If you're out having a ball with your friends and you get to drinking or something like that, mess around and lose your purse or lose your money. You want to be mindful of that. All right. Now, as far as what you're going to gain over these next few months, and I say few months because it's a lunar eclipse. Normally, those full moons last about 2 weeks, but because this is a partial lunar eclipse, then it's going to be about 3 months. It's going to affect you, these things I'm talking about. Now, as far as the blessings, those are going to be in career, in work, health, daily routines, where you are of service to others, your public image. So while you're losing something, you're gaining something too. That's a blessing. It might cause you to have to be of service to people. It might be a benefit for health. It might be something that enhances your public image or your, but either way, that's aspecting for you, for you to have that gain there. Now, as far as your assistance and opportunities to garner money or help with money or resources, those are going to come in as far as home and family, and they're going to come in behind the scenes because of you working in your solitude. Even secrets, people telling you secrets and helping you out behind the scenes in secrets, which is going to helping you out behind the scenes in secret. That's going to bring you in closure. You might even be gaining money through spirituality. If you're a spiritual healer, you might, work for people and garner money doing that, doing what it is, healing people spiritually, making spiritual baths, doing tarot, whatever it is you do. And you're going to create the endings you want to create with money and resources as far as that's concerned, because people will help you. And that pertains to career as well. Okay, let's move along to Saturday. Now on Saturday, this is a single transit. The sun is in Scorpio at 28 degrees. This is an angle that favors the clever. Here is where knowing when to keep things under wraps will bode well for you. If you have placements between 25 and 29 degrees of Scorpio, I'd say Leo and Aquarius or Taurus as well. You want to keep things under wraps. You want to be clever. You want to be smart. You want to be strategic as it pertains to you and anything you're doing that has to do with your shared finances, endings, new beginnings, things you're passionate about, sex and intimacy. Okay? Because you got friends square in that sector. Jupiter's in that area. I wouldn't think it was too bad. You have social groups over there as well. You don't want to be telling everybody everything. Your romantic partners, your children. When you're out having fun with your friends, if you're drinking too much, watch your mouth. You don't want to be saying everything. Okay. And you want to work strategically as far as it pertains to your shared finances, even with your lover. If you know they're spending too much and you can't come right to them and be like, you spending too much money, because it'll start a fight. Be clever about it. Work strategically. And if you know you got some money and they're overspending, take some money and put it to the side. You don't even have to tell them about it. I hate to say it like that, but sometimes you have to do that. If you know you have a person who just loves to just spend up all your money, be mindful of that. Especially if you have placements between 25 and 29 degrees of any of those signs. Now around, because that other sector is your money and resources that you need to be clever about all of that. Now, around noon on Saturday, and this is on Saturday. Now, around noon on Saturday, the moon in Gemini at 13 degrees will make a fated aspect to Venus and Capricorn at 13 degrees. So something fated can show up as it pertains to romance, finances, or pleasure. And this could show up because of through communication. It could show up because of a sibling, a neighbor, someone in your networks of people. It can even show up during short distance travel. This might allow you to work or do whatever it is you master to bring in some money. Or do whatever it is you master to have some fun and have a good time. You might even pull in a romantic partner that's around your neighborhood that likes you. But please beware of insincere people. People might find out what you do and find out you have those talents just so they can use you or attach themselves to you for gain. Now, there's nothing wrong with people wanting to partner with you, or be around you for gain, as long as you're going to gain something too. If it's somebody just using you, then you got to kick them to the curb. This is a two-way highway. This is a two-way energy street. Okay. People need to start being, more giving to others, just like people are giving to them. It's about reciprocity. Okay. So if you have placements between 10 and 16 degrees of Gemini and Capricorn, whatever you're doing, look for that reciprocity. Okay. Now, around 2 p.m., the moon at 14 degrees Gemini will make a fated aspect to Mars and Scorpio. So a challenge can surface or require your energy. So check your work to pay ratio, even your work to play ratio. Is it fair? You want to enhance your skills so that you can increase your value. Otherwise, you could be cheated, okay? If you have placements between 11 and 17 degrees of Gemini or Scorpio, you want to look out for a neighbor, someone in your networks of people. Even a sibling might even be trying to cheat you out of some type of shared finances. Cheat you as far as cheat on you as far as sex and intimacy. If you have someone in your networks of people that you're dating or a neighbor you're dating, you want to watch out for that too. You want to watch out for things that you're passionate about. Somebody trying to take advantage of you over things you're passionate about. Okay, just be mindful of those two areas because they're aspecting with some kind of tension or trouble if you have placements between 11 and 17 degrees. Okay. And I'll attach the tarot portion at the end just in case you need to get more clarification for your week. God bless you guys. Bye now. Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign people. Taronic here with your reading for the week of your tarot portion anyway. For the week of November 14th, 2021. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. It lets me know you appreciate the content that I am putting out. Okay, so your week is permeated by the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords talks about it's generally a time of transition. You could be moving, or you could be moving out of a difficult period of time. You could be moving away from conflict, peace being restored. That is what's aspecting this entire week, what's permeating your week. So let's talk about it. And this could be pertaining to some type of sorrow or heartbreak that you felt before because of some offer or something that was told to you that was maybe rumor or is not shaping up to all it's cracked up to be. You know, when somebody comes to you flighty with rumors and just tells you things. Peace is being restored. You're at a point to where you're trying to rest and reflect. You're trying to contemplate, taking some time to contemplate. Some of you could be recovering from an illness, but now you're looking forward to try to prepare. You know, this is about expansion. You're looking out to expand because events are speeding up, but there's a lot of conflict, or there's been a lot of conflict around you. And now that the conflict, you feel that it has calmed down a bit, now you're taking time to rest and reflect and contemplate after you've had an intense time of activity. You have some type of celebrations aspecting you through the Three of Cups, which talks about friendships, celebrations, harmony, where you feel rejuvenated. This tells you to appreciate the beauty around you as well, because you're receiving some type of public recognition, maybe even public recognition you've never seen before, or public recognition on a new journey that you're on or you're going on. Maybe this public recognition puts you on a new journey that you've never been on. So, pay attention to that or focus on that, because that looks beautiful. Don't pay attention to the conflicts. You have some type of job, your manifestation, or some money being offered to you as well. Now, just because you get some good news about some money, make sure you don't participate in any wasteful spending. Okay, just because you're going to be looking good, don't overdo it, because that's permeated by the Ace of Cups upside down, which talks about repressed or blocked emotions, stagnation. Now, see, when I told you had that news about that money coming in, but it's stagnant. There's some stagnation around that money or that job. There's some anxiety about not having enough time or enough, maybe even energy to spend with your loved ones and things like that. So for a short few, it could be problems with fertility. But because of that, it might be causing some type of arguments around you, or some type of fights around you, or some type of battles around you. It might cause you to act hastily. You might be rushing into action without considering the consequences first. So just be mindful of, acting hastily, especially as it pertains to money or a job. Now, you're in a period of wait, it looks like, for your challenges and your advice. You got the Hangman card. So you are in a position to where you're waiting. You know, you're waiting for something to come through. Your challenge is this advice you're getting from someone. It could be coming through to you from a mother figure, someone you see as it's the Empress card. So this is someone that is, you know, fertile, abundant, a committed, stable relationship. And your advice is to not fight within this relationship. Your advice is to not, to lay down your sword. It's the Five of Swords upside down. You're to avoid conflict, agree to disagree with this mother or this, whoever this maybe person is. Maybe it's a mentor, okay? And you're agreeing to disagree and trying not to get into any conflicts. Your advice is, and that's your challenge. Your advice is to don't overspend, okay? Allow this time of peace to come in. Take some time, listen to some music so you can get your creative juices flowing. You have to keep your energy and your vibration high in order to keep the wheel spinning in a positive direction, okay? If you want positivity to come in. And a good way to raise your vibration is definitely to listen to some music, okay? Anytime you feel like you're getting antsy or, you're feeling that tension or you're wanting to fight or get aggressive, just take some time to sit back, okay? Work, get those creative juices flowing, throw that anxiety into work and try to get some, some good creative, like if you're a writer, get something on paper. If it's not something like that, listen to some music and spend some time with your family. You've already had the aspects where you've been working so hard that you may have been neglecting, relationships or family around you. So maybe you can do that as well. But take some time to feel the love, and move away from the conflicts. God bless you. I hope this helped, and I'll see you next week. Bye now.